Today's video is all about cheap, easy, fast, healthy, and vegan. Now my goal was to make every serving about $1.25 each. So logically, I decided to go shopping at the Dollar Tree. Unfortunately, when I arrived at my local Dollar Tree, it was completely mauled over. Like it looked like the apocalypse had happened. There was hardly anything on the shelf. There was no way I was going to make this possible at the Dollar Tree. So I went to my local grocery store and instead went shopping around, and the nice thing is there was a little bit more variety than the Dollar Tree, but I was able to find meals that are cheap, easy, fast, and that cost around $1.25 a serving. Now remember, I have a family of 8, so in total I spent about $30 and each meal came to around $10 each. Let's start by putting together our tempeh and veggie sheet pan meal. Let's set our oven to 350. Now this was actually one of the more expensive meals because these. They're already pre-seasoned and family size, but I wanted to use this seasoning to make it so much easier. And yes, it does have a little bit of oil, but I'm not gonna put any oil in anything else. So let's first season the tempeh and hash browns, and then we'll just put it all together on our pan. And to season it, we're just gonna use soy sauce. Super simple, let's mix it together. Now in order for my family to actually eat tempeh, I have to disguise it. So I'm gonna crumble it so it looks more like beans than tempeh. And I did not boil this first, although you could, if you wanted to simplify it, just kind of microwave it with some water. Okay, here's our tempeh. So I'll add in some soy sauce here, just kind of let it sit in it. And then our hash browns and our soy sauce. I don't know how much I'm putting, I'm just kind of covering everything. And then I want to treat this just like I treat tofu, honestly. So I add soy sauce and you can keep it there or add in a little bit of garlic powder. And I really like this wood-fired garlic, but any garlic powder works. And a little bit of nutritional yeast. Again, just like when I make tofu in the oven, I just kind of sprinkle. That's it. We'll mix it together. And the goal is you can't really tell where the tempeh starts and where the potatoes end, that they just kind of all mix together. And everything needs to be covered. So you don't want to see any white pieces, and you also don't want to see any soy sauce at the bottom. Everything was just perfectly covered evenly. All right, let's put it on our pan. Then we will open up this family-sized seasoned cauliflower and broccoli. And I didn't want everything to be the same flavor. This is one flavor, this is a different flavor, and I feel like it's with the mix of two, it just makes it easy and delicious. This has oil in it, like I said before, so I don't have to use parchment paper for the pan. Also, I just don't bother with parchment paper most of the time. But now we'll just sprinkle in potatoes. And that is it, my friends. Let's put it in the oven. Next, we'll make some ranch dressing dip to kind of drizzle on top when it's done. And I'm using just my almond yogurt that was on sale, thank goodness. And so we'll use this as the base. So it is 1 cup of yogurt, about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, or you can use apple cider vinegar. It's usually about half of a lemon. All right, then we take a teaspoon of just regular garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of dill, a half a teaspoon of some chives. This ends up being more like a teaspoon. And then a half a teaspoon of just Italian seasoning. All right, let's mix this baby up. And then we'll let this sit in the fridge while everything cooks, and then the flavors get better over time. Feel free to taste and adjust. I'm gonna add just a titch more salt, but not much, just a tiny bit. So maybe it's like 3/4 of a teaspoon. All right, we'll cover and put it in the fridge. Okay, for our sheet pan meal, it took about 45 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. It takes some time. It's not a quick meal to cook, but it's a very quick meal to put together, and it's delicious. Look how good that looks. Okay, this tastes so good, and it didn't even stick to the pan. No worries there. Oh my goodness, it tastes so good. If you take anything from this, whether or not you follow this recipe, is that you should season your hash browns with soy sauce and nutritional yeast. It's so good, and garlic powder, right? So good. Now you can leave it as is. You can cook it for a little bit longer if you want it to be crispy, but we're just gonna leave it as is. That's good. Yum. Okay, so now we take a baggie and we're gonna take our dressing. It's been sitting for, I would say, about 30 minutes, which makes it even better, tastes even better. I'm gonna put about half of it in here, and then my kids can choose if they want even more. I'll seal up the baggie, and then I'm gonna cut a little corner and make sure that I get the plastic part off, fell on the ground, so that it's not in the food because that's happened before. Okay, so I cut a little corner here and let's just drizzle it over our sheet pan meal. I love the flavors here. I love that the broccoli and cauliflower have a different flavor. So we're not just eating like the same flavor profile for the whole thing. My kids love potatoes, so they will just pretty much devour this dish. Beautiful, yum, yum. And then you can garnish with just a little bit of parsley or cilantro, and this is optional, just to make it look a little pretty. Honestly, this is so good even without the sauce. So if you want a super lazy dinner, don't even bother making the sauce because it's great on its own.
These look like potatoes and broccoli.
Yeah.
With ranch.
Kind of. It's like a homemade ranch, so don't expect real ranch.
Oh, okay. Good. I like it. It tastes good. For some reason, it's a little spicy. I don't know where that's coming from. It's not that spicy. It's just like that much. Other than that, this thing is delicious.
I think it has pepper. I think the spice is literally from pepper.
Oh.
That's about it. It's really chill. It's good though, huh?
Yeah.
If you like potatoes, you'll like this one.
I like potatoes. Give it a 9.7 out of 10.
9.7 out of 10?
Yeah.
That's the winner.
That's
Tempeh dinner.
Tempeh dinner?
I know. He doesn't even know what's in there.
What's in there?
Tempeh.
What's tempeh? We're talking about like the piano thing, like tempo?
No, not tempo. Tempeh.
Tempeh. Whatever that is.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is good. Yeah. For our next recipe, we're making black beans and yellow rice. Kind of Mexican style with lots of veggies. Now, we've had different au pairs and they like to make yellow rice with this. I don't even know where you find it. And instead of using this, I'm just gonna use other spices, but this is really the authentic version. Look what I just found in my rice. We're gonna throw it away. It's a little rock. All right, let's rinse the rice so we can get stuff like that out of here. This is 4 cups of rice. I'll add 4 cups of water. I usually do like a little bit more just because it's brown rice. So instead of the 1-to-1, it's like 1.25. So we'll do 5 cups of water. Now we add in the flavor. So it is 4 teaspoons of veggie bouillon. You could do 5. I guess I used 5 cups water, huh? So maybe I should do 5. 5 teaspoons of veggie bouillon. Now we add in the color. So it's 2 teaspoons of turmeric and 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Then we need extra flavor, so it's 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I know that's a lot of salt with the bouillon and the salt. I always use light salt to kind of help even it out. It brings all the flavor without as much salt because half of it is potassium chloride. Next, we add a half a teaspoon of black pepper. We always want to pair black pepper with turmeric so that it can be absorbed completely. I don't know what the proper way to explain it is, but you know, when you use turmeric, pair it with black pepper. Next, we're doing coriander, so same as a half a teaspoon. Okay, we have some very flavorful rice. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just gonna cook it in my Instant Pot, but a rice cooker works too. All right, let's pressure cook on high for 22 minutes. Next, let's make the seasoned beans. First, I'm gonna cook the peppers. Now, my kids will pick out these peppers if they're cut too big, so I'm gonna cut them smaller in my chopper. First, just gonna put them here. Ugh, could be a bad idea. I might need to thaw them first. I need to thaw them first. Let's microwave them. Actually, I'm just gonna use half of the bag, not the whole bag, half the bag. We'll saute with some water, and then I'll chop them after that. Yeah, like this is a big chunk, which is great, but they need to be cut down. While that's cooking, I'm just gonna open up my cans of beans. I have 2 cans of beans. One is seasoned. Okay, these are seasoned, these are not. I'm gonna rinse and drain these ones. These ones I'm gonna leave as is, because I'm gonna add some of that flavor with everything. Okay, these have cooked enough that now I can chop them a little bit smaller. Yeah. They definitely put way more green ones, just so you know, than the other colors in this. Hey, real quick, I have this free guide below called 18 Easy Ways to Add More Plants to Your Diet. So if you feel like you're struggling to eat enough fruits and vegetables in your day, then you will love this guide. It gives you some tips and tricks of the trade, because after all, I am the plant lady. And I'm here to help you eat more fruits and veggies. Okay, so now we're adding 1 can of black beans, the ones that were just the regular. Then we'll add in our second seasoned can of black beans. Oh, remember what I learned? You don't just open it like that, you twist it. So this one, we're just gonna keep the flavor that's on them. And then we'll add in our corn. About half of your bag here. Okay, my friends, that easy. And we're just gonna let this simmer for a little bit. I find that this has a decent seasoning on it, but it just tastes too much like canned stuff. So if you can add fresh veggies to it, it really makes it so much better. And I don't like 2 cans of the seasoned, like it's just overwhelming to me. Just enough is with 1 can. Perfect, this is gonna be so good on top of our rice. Okay, so these beans are very, very lightly seasoned because most of the flavor is actually gonna come from the rice, not the beans. But I do like a little bit more flavor than this. And so I'm gonna add in my wood-fired garlic. It just has a little bit of salt, a little bit of flavor, but you do you. Add in whatever flavor, make sure you taste it, make sure that you like it. I just feel like this garlic salt just makes everything better. Okay, the rice is done and look at that beautiful color. Oh my goodness. And it tastes amazing too. That's the best part. It doesn't just have that pretty color, it has a delicious flavor to it since we cooked it in the veggie broth and the seasonings. Yeah, it's gonna go great with those beans to make rice and beans. Okay, Emmeline's eating the rice and beans. What do you think?
Good.
Rice and beans are good. Classic, right? So which one do you like better, noodles or rice and beans?
Both.
Both. I'm just taking pictures of the rice and beans and they taste great. They taste pretty simple. That's just like what my kids love. They just love this simple, easy meals. Like this, like a little bit of flavor, it's yummy, and not too crazy. Beans and rice.
I did not expect that.
What?
It tastes like beans and rice.
Stop.
Wow.
Right?
So just tastes normal.
But
so delicious.
the rice tastes a little different, right? Better or worse?
Better because it has flavor.
Yeah. Huh, see?
I also like the corn.
Yeah, we like corn. And the beans are just like lightly flavored, right? They're good. What would you give this, 1 out of 10?
I'll give it a 8.7, 0.3. 0.7.
And for our third recipe, we're making just a simple, creamy Italian pasta. For the pasta, I am going to boil it in some better than bouillon because we just need a little bit more flavor. Boil it with just a few teaspoons of this bouillon. And I'm also gonna add some salt to the water. I want the pasta to be pretty much good enough to eat on its own without anything else because it's been cooked in flavor. We want another teaspoon of salt. Now we'll add in the pasta. I like to use this high protein pasta. And I'm also going to add in the beans right now so that the beans can soak in this flavor. If you only have 1 box of pasta, the best way to make it go farther is to add a can of beans. All right, we'll let that cook. While the pasta is cooking, I want to get my kale ready. So I'm just gonna de-stem it, nothing crazy, and I probably won't use all this kale. Okay, so that's about half of a bunch of kale and then chop it nice and small. Pasta is done, so let's just set aside a cup of this broth and then rinse out the rest. We don't wanna rinse, just drain out the rest. It's okay if there's a little bit left. Okay, next I'm gonna add in a can of Italian style diced tomatoes and then all of our kale. Okay, let's mix everything together. And I'm also going to add in some of that yogurt. That's how we make it creamy. We wanna add about a half a cup of yogurt. And then we need to add in our flavor. So let's get some nutritional yeast. We need a half a cup of nutritional yeast. I know, it's a lot. Now let's mix it all together. Now, if you want here, you can add in a little bit of that veggie broth that we saved for reserve, just a little bit at a time based off of your preference. Then we need to add in some spices. Now, I got this from Target. It's like an Italian seasoning or pizza, 4-in-1 pizza seasoning. And so it is garlic and oregano, and then Italian herbs or just kind of Italian seasoning. I would say I'm adding about a half a teaspoon of each thing. This one also has an Italian blend, which I'm gonna add as well. But again, Italian seasoning, it's maybe about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning if you don't have like a blend like this. And then if you want even some crushed red pepper flakes, I'm gonna add just a tiny, tiny little bit, just a little bit, not too much. Don't want it too spicy for my kids. All right, that was a cool little 4-in-1 Italian seasoning. It's perfect for this recipe, but honestly, if you don't have it, just use Italian seasoning and then garlic powder. And flavor to taste, you can add in some salt. I'm just gonna test it out. That's good, super good. Yeah, I don't need any salt or anything else. This was perfect. Seriously, this like 4-in-1 is perfect for the Italian flavor dish. It kind of tastes like pizza and pasta. All right, what do you think?
I already finished this, so yummy.
Are you on your second bowl of the pasta? It's so good, huh? You like the pasta? 1 out of 10, what do you give it?
Probably a 10.
A 10? Okay, this pasta is so good. It's so good.
It's 10 out of 10.
That's a big bite, sir.
This is good pasta. It tastes a little bit, but like not like flavor, you know? It just tastes like pasta, but better.
It's good. I think it's a good one.
I'll give it an 8.9.
8.9? All right, I'll take it. If you liked today's video, I know you'll absolutely love my other videos when I actually made it to the dollar store so that I can show you cheap, easy ways to eat plant-based. So check those out next.